Break on the block. We back again, and today we have to me, a very special guest because this is somebody that has been supporting on the block since the first block was laid. Before we even dug the foundation, he has been there supporting us, and it's only right. It's about time that we give him his own episode. We honor him, by bringing him on the platform, telling his own story. But without further ado, I want to introduce a very good friend of mine, a very good person, O.D.U.N.
Woo! Thanks for having me here, man.
Yeah, welcome
like you said,
to the block.
Long time coming, man. Long time coming. Proper fun. But yeah, I go by the name O.D.U.N. I'm a recording artist, I'm a performer, and yeah, just a lover boy at that, man. So enjoy this episode.
Nasu. All right, so let's just go straight into it. Let's not chit chat too much, right? So since I met you, since I knew you, right? Obviously I didn't know from the job that this guy does music, because at the time I met you, you were still like lady, still still getting to know your own sound, figuring stuff out. But it's like you're always that kind of person that if let's say we're hanging out and chilling, you freestyle or you sing on a song, that kind of thing. So you could tell. It doesn't take long to tell that this guy is musically inclined.
Fair.
So my point is, what's your origin story? Like, where did all this come from? Was it just like, I have a good voice, I get rhythm, and then boom, you just started making music?
To be honest, I actually don't know where the where the music in me came out. It was just very, I would say random, because the very first time I actually spoke about writing or making music was in primary school. I think primary 4 or something.
Damn,
it was
really
just
early.
It was just a bunch of me and my guys. We were like, oh yeah, let's just try this music P. We created a group, named the group, and then from there started.
The group?
I'm already excited,
You guys even try?
Bro, Dammy Dodge, D-A-M-I-D-O-G. Yeah, like 7 of us. Yeah, and it was just like the first letter of all of our names, and that's how we started.
Wow.
That's really how we started, and I started writing music from there, and I saw more. Yeah, let's actually try this P, man.
Okay, that's interesting, because there's something else. You mentioned it a couple times while you were telling your story, right?
Yeah.
Songwriting. And obviously, most of I don't want to say upcoming artists, but more undiscovered, let me use that term. Most undiscovered artists write their songs by themselves, right? But then again, it's like, for the kind of music you make, it's like, especially this new era, this your lover boy era, right? The lyrics are not just, how do I put it? It's not just our usual chukuleke, you get what I mean, right? It's not just our usual bounce and dance music, right? Now you actually like
their words,
meaning to they're not just words, they have to be meaning to those words, right?
I get what you
and
mean.
Working with you, I've noticed it like, no, not Mon Ami.
Is it Sava?
It's Sava, thank you.
We recorded,
Bro, those it was in French.
Yep.
But it was still like, everything still made sense. You're not just like Paki,
just random.
Just getting random. There was a story to it. Same thing with Mon Ami. There was a story to it. And it was when I was making that, I was like, yo, these guys are telling a story. You get me? So it's more than just writing, your storytelling.
Yeah.
And you said that's something you've been doing since, not just something I just picked up.
Yeah,
so it's been in you.
It's been in me, right? How was I when I started writing music? Like 8, 7, primary 4, man.
So can you just run us through right? Because obviously, just like the music, the craft gets better year by year. Like obviously when you started, it wasn't good. When you started writing, what was it like? What was it about?
When I started writing, I actually do not remember what it was. Okay, when I started writing, it was just Cruise. I remember the very first song I wrote with this Dammy Dodge group. It was some random ass who runs the street, Dammy Dodge. We just did just primary school rhymes and all of that. But like the first time I sat to actually write my first song, it was Ballin'. And Ballin' was, I think I was about 12 when I wrote Ballin'.
Wow.
Bowling was just about bowling, we bowling, we fucking be like big boys, we're just there chilling. And as time went by, I'm like, I feel like there's more to life than bowling.
Real life experiences and stuff.
And just with the situation of Niger at the time, I had a song with my friend, Nobody Only. That was like my first conscious song. I'm like, maybe I actually sing about what is going on in this country. And funny enough, I was like, with 14. So that's Nobody Only actually got we got traction proper. And I remember that was when I had my first show. from that nobody only, because
At
yeah,
the age of 14.
the person that sponsored the studio session was like, "Come on, if you guys at your tiny age can be singing about this, then I feel like you deserve a larger scale."
That's
So
true.
yeah,
That's true.
so nobody holy was like the first proper writing that I did in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's actually been there.
It's been
It's
there.
actually been there. Yeah, that was just a sidetrack because yeah, you mentioned stuff about writing. Wow, that's impressive. And it's like because usually most people like poets, you know, people that like to do spoken word or stuff like that, those are the ones who are doing the writing.
The actual
music,
conscious
right?
writing.
So for you, is it just like you just love writing or like
I really just love writing. Like, writing is beautiful, man. I always tell people, like, whenever people are in the studio with me and they're like, how is it flowing? I'm like, man, writing is beautiful. I love the process of writing. It's not exactly tasking for me. Like, it comes very easy. Very easy. Writing is very beautiful. I would say I enjoy writing so much.
well, that's a blessing because as an artist, like you know how to produce, you know how to write, you know how to sing.
Produce, maybe not
No,
produce
okay,
per se,
yeah, exactly.
but like
mix
yeah,
like you can record yourself.
yeah, I can record
Like, sing,
myself
record
and
yourself,
tiny mixes, but not anything professional. But my recording, I can record
Because then now
vocals,
all you need is just your producer to be sending you the beat,
and then
just in
send it
your
back to him
place,
to
you know.
mix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it's like a package that is not. I know people criticize, like for example, ghostwriters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole topic for another day, right? But you know, it's.
No, let's talk about it.
Okay, I'll just briefly say this. I feel like any craft, as a videographer, right, if someone brings an idea to me, pitch an idea that they want me to create,
Execute.
I'll do it. Same thing as ghostwriting. The ghostwriter comes to you with the song or whatever. Oh, I like your voice. I like your style.
Write this song
you
for
get
me.
me? Sing this.
I'm looking into that, so I can't lie.
And
Into
it's something,
ghostwriting.
bro. There's so many artists that still write for people. Like Lil Yachty is not unknown. He's writing for Drake, City Girls, you know.
Type
so
shit.
it's like it's a what's the word? It's an asset.
It's an asset
It's
to
an asset.
It is an asset.
In
I
the
can't
game,
lie.
It's an asset because now you can go to any record label and be like, okay, I'm an artist. You know, I can either sing for you or write songs for you, but obviously you don't want to box yourself as
into
an
the
artist.
writing.
I can imagine like being told, just keep writing songs, and they're not recording. You know, so it's still good. It's still good to have, man. So you've had a long career. You had an early career, but obviously you said your first conscious song was in 2012,
2018.
2018.
My first writing.
Bowling though.
Bowling was 2015.
2015, exactly.
Yeah.
So should we count that as your very first song?
Yes, I guess. You should give it his credit.
So that's where the career started. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2015 up until now, that's a whole decade. Bro.
Damn, that's really 10 years. What the
fuck?
I never really deep on, man.
Bro, you get me? So you've done a decade in the game.
Yep.
That's not like definitely there are highs and lows, there are ups and downs, obstacles, you know, victories, losses, you get me?
Yeah.
So let's just talk about that. Let's start with the lows. Or should we, whichever one you want to start with, the highs or the lows.
Yeah.
You know, for those past 10 years, the highest high and then the lowest low.
Lowest low. I feel like at this stage, I cannot really say my lows. I've not really had lows. Okay, I feel like the low point or the lowest low that I've really experienced is the streaming problem.
Okay.
Just having like
these platforms.
Yeah, you put a lot into recording, you put a lot into production and all of that, and then you release and you're just getting like 150 listens in 5 months type shit. Like it was.
Nah, I hear you, bro.
Yep, the thing is, it's very discouraging. And many times I've stopped recording, like I've stopped putting out music just because of that. I'm like, this P is discouraging, but it takes a lot to just keep at it and see more. Yeah, you have to start from somewhere, man. This 150 people will soon grow into like 1.5.
150 people will fill up this place. It's like they cannot contain this place. You get me?
So I'm like, so
no
that
perspective.
one, that part is definitely
that's one of the
is a low part.
Ones, right? Yeah, now I hear you on that one because then again, it's like, think about it. Bro, there are so many, like these people, I don't want to mention any platform, right? But then they have their A-listers that they cater to, and they have to cater to, you know, because those are the ones that are actually
they're giving them the money. Yeah.
So for you, it's like, like I said, undiscovered artists, it takes a lot You know, at that point, all you have is like people that know you.
No,
People that, you get
yeah,
me?
and the
And most
little,
times, people that know you, it may not be their music, their sound or, you know, their type.
yeah,
And there's
exactly.
nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely fine.
I was,
you know.
I was telling one of my friends this,
Right.
man. It's like, ah, shit, I don't listen to your songs enough. I'm like, bro, it's fine,
It's
man.
fine, you
Like,
get
if it's
me?
not your genre, it
There's so
is
many ways to
okay.
support.
Yeah,
Like
you can
support
repost my
by
shit. Like, you
exactly.
don't have to stream it.
Posting, comments, you don't necessarily have to listen,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like once you understand as a creative, there's this peace that comes with it, because then you know, okay, like when you said it, first thing that came to my head is, it's not like your music is bad. That's
Yep.
why it's getting 150. It's just getting 150 because you're undiscovered.
Discovered,
Most people
yeah.
know who O.D.U.N is. Like before you drop, boom, you know,
It's
they already
done,
getting
exactly.
There are artists that they drop, like, okay, music, everything is like, what's it called? Like, now you get your own opinion, right? But the artists that they drop songs that, you know, I think it's not good. It's bad. Okay? But it still gets a lot
like in the
of-
city.
Not just in this city,
Oh, okay, like
in
even
general,
like,
you get me?
yeah.
Like A-listers.
Oh, yeah,
They drop
I'm
music. I'm like, bro, this is bad.
We don't mention
But their
names.
name alone sells the music.
The
You get
music,
me?
yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like once you get to a certain level,
The thing pains me today, child. Like, about, like right
like
now,
I
I'm
know
like,
my
bro,
friends are making better music than this guy.
I they
but
write better past most of these
you get
people,
me?
man,
You
but I'm
get what
still
I
here.
mean? You get what I mean? So that one, like you said, you shouldn't let the numbers discourage you. You know,
Yeah.
if you look into everybody's story, I feel they all had
The
that.
all at that time.
You get me? They all had that
But
phase of
it's
struggle.
very discouraging. I can't
It
lie. If you
is,
look into
bro.
if you
It
ask them,
is.
they'll just many times I've given up, man.
Bro, and you see that's the difference between the people at the top and then
And
every
then,
other person. Every other person has what it takes to be at the top, but not everybody like does what's, you know. Like you said, it's discouraging, but not everybody can fall down. You
come
get up,
back,
you get me?
yeah.
Keep going. And
Yeah.
one thing I've learned about that stuff as a creative is taking your time with each project. You know, we're so used to this world of
Rush.
like, fast, exactly. Everything's so
Yeah.
fast paced. Oh, you dropped an album. You haven't even let it settle. You haven't even let it marinate.
Yeah, they're
You're
dropping another single.
You get me? Dropping single and that's
Yeah.
it. Now dropping music video. Like,
Me-
take your time to promote.
Man, I'm not
this
ready
thing.
for an album. That's why I haven't dropped any projects,
Bro,
man.
like one single should last. Like music does not expire.
It doesn't.
You get me?
It
Like, okay,
doesn't.
drop a single.
Timeless.
Promote it for 6 months. And after like that 6 months, look at how much views
Growth you made,
you got. You
yeah.
get me? It's definitely over like 1,000 or more. You get what I
Yeah.
mean? But the issue is people are moving on too quick.
People are in a rush to
You
blow,
get me?
man.
You get me? So when you take that time, it helps you, you know. Like it's that topic alone. It can be a whole.
It can be a whole
episode,
discussion,
you get me?
yeah.
But yeah, that's the lowest lows, and like I'm grateful for you because bro, that's your low, right? Like, you even thought you're thinking, man, I don't even get any low.
I don't get it because
You
I'm
get
more
me?
music at the career. The journey has been beautiful. Like how
But you know
like,
what's crazy? It's perspective. Cause
It's
I
perspective.
feel there are people who go through what you went through or what you've gone through, and
Yeah,
they'll still,
and-
you know, they'll complain. They'll have a lot more lows than you mentioned. Because me, my mentality is every like loss, there's a lesson.
There's
in
a
it,
lesson.
You know? So it's hard to. I mean, obviously there are some losses that it will pain you. You know, those are the ones you remember. But there are some ways like you easily forget them because you just learn.
Most of the people that I haven't started making music with, like when I was younger,
Right.
a lot
They're
of
not there
them,
again.
they don't
You
make
see,
music anymore just
you
because of
see,
this reason. You're like, who they listen to
You
me?
see,
I'm like, yeah.
but here you are still pushing and
Yes,
still
I'm on
pushing
till
and
I
still
die,
pushing.
till they
You
discover
see,
me.
So that's really what it's all about, bro.
Yep.
That's really what it's all about. So now let's talk about the highest highs. What's like that one moment that you still hold dear to you?
I feel like my very first show.
Okay.
The-
And that was when you said 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018 because it was nobody really. It was very encouraging.
Okay.
Because they reached out. I'm like,
You did
I haven't
expect it,
gotten anywhere.
I
Yeah,
get
like,
you, bro.
and
I
it
get
was a
you.
very big. Do you know about the Lishabi this thing? Lishabi Festival in Ogun State. Okay, I guess you're not familiar with Ogun State. It was a very big festival,
Alright.
and they reached out. You're like, yeah, we heard your stuff from blah 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 blah. Would really like you to come and perform. They're considering the age and all of that, and.
Was it like a festival for the youth or just like?
Yeah, it's like a youth festival.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, we'd like to have you there. I'm like,
They all
come
branded
on.
you as youth ambassador.
Bro, if we're really done to
Wow.
that. But yeah,
Wow.
that was a very encouraging time. I'm like, if people can actually reach out to me and say we heard your song and we want you to perform, then it's good time. So I feel like so far That has been the highest. Just the reaching out as how old was I? 15.
Right. And that's the thing, bro. Like at that point, if we say let's play that song now, no, off it. You get me?
There's actually nothing wrong with the song, but the mix.
That's what I'm saying. Like you see the problems. I could have
Oh,
done better in this
yeah.
aspect and all that. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
So it's like at that point where I didn't know all this, my craft wasn't at this
The best,
level.
exactly.
Somebody still reached out, it's very encouraging because
Yeah. I
how
know
much
when I didn't see it from that
you get
angle.
me?
It
You
was
know how much
just
you improved. So it's just like, bro, forget what's happening right now. Just
but look
that
at this
one alone
moment.
that
See how more
happened,
people are listening.
you
And
get me?
even
Somebody else will come.
down the road or whatever, I've received a lot of texts. Shit, bro, fuck with your stuff. I'm like, so people they actually listen.
So people
man.
listen for sure. People are watching. People are seeing. But
And it's beautiful.
Not,
like how
not many people reach out. That's the thing.
Yep.
I mean, everybody has their own reason, but my own conclusion is that people are shy. People feel like they have this fear that
like fans.
like
fans,
not just fans, like just like social media, for example, you post a reel, anybody can watch that on TikTok, anybody can see that TikTok, right?
But everyone wants to engage.
You get me? They see it, they may like it, but they will not double tap or they will not read the comments, but they liked it. You get me?
Man, look, if you those ones are haters, I don't think it's being shy.
Everybody has their reason. Like I said, you get me? I feel some people don't want to be in that mention. They don't want to
be in the likes that like by so
and
stuff
like that. I've seen reels, someone saying I don't like post that has less than 100 likes. I'm like,
as how now?
So people have their reasons, and you
as a
creator, right? You cannot be stressed like
you can't stress over likes.
You get me? Because when you find out the reason, you just look at
even at some point, because this O.D.U.N Friday thing that I be doing,
right?
At some point, I wanted to stop because I'm like, this shit is not reaching a lot of people. I'm like, why am I? I'm standing in the code recording and I'm getting 50 likes. Like it was discouraging. So you people should actually start liking. Start liking stuff, man.
That's the support, like I said. That's
repost,
the support.
like,
comment. See, that's one thing about O.D.U.N. Since day one, if you post black screen and be like, hey, how far? The guy you will like it. You'll be the first to like it.
Repost, don't comment for emoji.
You get what I mean, bro? He has always been showing love.
Yeah, so it kind of
goes a long way.
It pains me if people don't exactly return the energy, because I know how I am. Like, I'll see somebody like your shit, repost your shit, talk about your stuff.
That's the thing, don't change who you are just because
never that, man.
Don't let them kill that lies.
Never that.
But yeah, bro, like, obviously, I can tell you've learned a lot of lessons from this 10-year journey, right? But I don't want to put you on the spot like this. But can you give us, like, one of your biggest takeaways from the highs and from the lows?
It will sound generic as fuck, but man, don't give up. Don't give up, man.
That's the thing, bro. Now give up.
Give up, fuck up. That's my mantra, man. I've been saying that shit a lot.
You don't lose until you give up.
Because I've been looking at stories like Rema, even Wizkid, man. Like, these guys were nobody. Bro, we did see Wizkid video dancing as own tone and shit,
for our very eyes.
So if you give up now, you fuck
Rema
up, man.
Rema was not freestyling in the car. Before I entered this Canada, bro.
I remember looking at Rema just right before coming to Canada. I'm like, who be this guy, man? And boom, 2 weeks later, I'm like, maybe I'm like, what is going on here, man?
Fast forward to today.
That's the biggest guy in Africa, bro.
Look at the levels, you get me? So
if you give up now, you fuck up, man.
And the story, like, who knows when it started? It started a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But we just discovered in that period.
2019.
And then we're looking at it as just a 4-year story. But this guy probably
on the
like
right
20 years or something.
That's the thing. People say for same one story. This guy just started dropping music into it. Was that my first song when I came to Canada? I think it was the one with Socks.
Yeah.
What's the truth? That was 2020?
No,
2021.
Yeah, 2020.
I think it was 2020. Yeah. And people be like, who is this new guy? I've been making music like 5 years before, man. So it's never really when you blow. There's a story behind everything, man.
That was beautiful. So that's that one covers the highs and the lows.
Yes, we'll never give up.
So O.D.U.N, I know obviously, like me, this is a question I don't like answering because nobody knows tomorrow, right? And again, I don't really like sharing my plans and all that. I like to move in silence. But what would you say your future goals or plans? Like, what are your expectations from the future?
Streams aside, I think I just want to see myself dropping more. Yeah, as in whether people stream it or not, I feel like putting myself out there
Right.
is one thing I never want to
want to
stop
hold
doing.
back.
Yeah, like that's the reason I started O.D.U.N Fridays, because I'm like, if I'm really getting just 100 from my streams, like, do I really want to stop because of that? I put yourself out there. So yeah, that's one
All it
thing I'll
takes is
keep
one,
doing.
bro. Just one to hit, just hit something and then you're
And
there.
yep, and I've been locked in a lot these days, man. Like, to a lot of songs, and I've promised myself that none of all of these songs are going to drop. Visuals or no
You
visuals,
said your
streams or
camera,
no.
nobody
Don't
forced you. You said
worry,
if anything happens, we'll hold
you
you.
hold me accountable,
No,
man.
Allah.
Streams or no streams, visuals or no visuals, repost or no repost. I'm dropping my shit and I'm doing my stuff, man.
There
No go
you
notice,
go.
go notice.
Energy. I like that, man, bro. It
Yep.
was really nice talking to you, man. I feel
Yeah,
like
this was lovely.
we needed more time, but it's okay.
Man,
We
they
just
should have another episode.
pressure.
Have another episode, man. But
But
this was
yeah,
beautiful.
man. If there's any final words you have for the supporters, the people watching,
Yeah,
let's
like
hear
I
it.
said, do not give up. So every creator or creative out there, man, people are watching you, people support, people love you, and so do not give up on your dreams, do not give up on your craft. Keep going, and soon you'll be where you want to be.